We are getting close, Master. Shall I hail the landing platform? The lead Jedi Master spoke up. No, they should be expecting us. I was told there would be a greeting party. Very well, Master. Setting course for the landing platform. We shall be there shortly.
Wandering the galaxy in search of purpose, I found myself drawn to an uncharted planet, its surface shrouded in mystery and teeming with an almost palpable, raw energy. What was this inexplicable pull that guided me here? I ventured deep into the heart of this enigmatic world, driven by a force I couldn't fully comprehend. There, hidden amidst ancient ruins and untamed wilderness, I discovered what looked like a well of pure power. As I stepped into its radiant waters, a surge of power coursed through me, more intense than anything I had ever felt. The force itself seemed to envelop me, amplifying my connection to its ancient energy. This experience, it was transformative, leaving me more attuned to the force than I could have ever imagined. The past, the present, and the future seemed to all mirage in my mind all at once. Suddenly, in a flash, the well was gone, and it seemed to be absorbed into me. I felt strangely different. I could feel the tugs of both the light and dark inside me. I felt moments of pure rage and then moments of peace, tranquility. What was this place? How could such raw power exist, waiting to be discovered? I had learned nothing like this from the Jedi archives. The well felt like a crucible of destiny, shaping me into something beyond my former self. The light and dark sides intertwined within me, granting a mastery that was both exhilarating and terrifying. This newfound power, it was both a gift and a burden, a path I could not turn away from. I felt the call back home, to Coruscant.
The arrival of 13 Jedi Knights and 2 Jedi Masters was both a sign of respect and a test of the exile's intentions. They sought to understand his newfound power and determine whether he was a threat or a potential ally in the ongoing struggle against the darkness. As the Jedi envoy landed on the desolate planet, the exiled Jedi's mind was filled with memories of his journey. The flashbacks of his discovery of the well intertwined with the present, creating a vivid tapestry of his transformation. He sensed the approaching Jedi, their presence a beacon of light in the midst of the encroaching darkness.
The exile shouted out his command. I need you to take me to the Mandalorian archives. I am in search of something.
The Mandalorians looked at each other dumbfounded. Sir, we have no such archives. We are a warrior culture. The exile interrupted him.
You don't even know your own history? I sense it is that direction, as he pointed north to 2 twin peaks in the distance. Then suddenly overcome with rage, what are you waiting for? Get your traveling party ready now.
The Mandalorians knew war and knew battle, facing down many Sith and other daunting enemies, but this rage the exiled showed. It was unsettling to them. It was something more, something purely instinctive about the emotion that scared them, fear that led to their obedience. Drumas, the cunning Uruk-hai Sith Lord, had been plotting his own treachery. Feigning loyalty to the exiled Jedi, Drumas secretly rallied the remaining loyal Mandalorians from his previous conquest. With promises of power and vengeance, he convinced them to join him in a daring plan to betray the exiled Jedi and deliver him to the men of the West. Then he could rule the Mandalorians alone, build back up his empire, his power. As the Jedi envoy prepared to meet the exiled Jedi, Drumas and his armed Mandalorians approached from the shadows, their intentions veiled in deceit. The tension was palpable as the 2 sides converged, each unaware of the other's true motives. As the Jedi envoy landed, there was no landing party to greet them. There wasn't anyone there. Drumus, lurking from the shadows with his Shadow Legion, revealed himself to the Jedi ship that was landing as his trap for betrayal was set. Drumus spoke up. "What? Where did he go?" "The exile told me he sensed the Jedi coming and to meet him here." "Lieutenant, where did the exile go?" "Sir, I'm not sure. We are getting no response on the radio from the greeting party. None of the elite guards with the exile are responding to radio comms." As Drumus raised his gaze, the Jedi stepped out of their ship. A Jedi Knight eyes meet Drumus' gaze. A brief moment of stillness came over the platform. Then suddenly, one of the knights yelled out, "A Sith!" At that moment, Drumus realized what had happened. The exile had deceived him and had led him to this doom. He had been outsmarted once again. So be it. As Drumus cracked a smile, attack. The exile has used his two enemies against each other. Without lifting a finger, they would take care of each other. He would no longer be bothered by their trivial matters.
The exiled Jedi stood at the base of one of the mountain peaks as they all turned their gaze to the echoing sounds of battle many miles away from them. One of the elite Mandalorian guards spoke up. "We should go help them. The Jedi are attacking." "No," the exile said coldly. "They are doing their job, and we have a mission to complete." The elite guard turned to face the exile, raising his blaster. "I will not abandon my brothers." Using the Force, the exile freezes the Mandalorian and slowly turns around to meet his gaze. "Then you will join them." As he used a Force choke to slowly kill him. The other Mandalorians had had enough. Their code would not allow them to abandon their clansmen. As they all drew their blasters at the exile and pointed them at him, the exile looks at them surrounding him and lets out a laugh. "And what do you think you're going to do right now?" "We will kill you," as one of the elite guard softly spoke up. "Ah, good. I feel your hatred." The exile suddenly reached out with the Force, with no warning to the Mandalorian guard, crushed all their blasters in their hands. "Then you have made your choice as well." The exile slowly reaches his hand out and, using a Force crush, crushes all of the guards around him into small balls of Beskar armor. "I will do this myself. As it was, I have foreseen it."
The Jedi Knights and Masters arrayed before him were a testament to the hope and resilience of the Jedi Order, battling the Mandalorian Shadow Legion and Drumus. The air crackled with the sound of lightsabers reflecting blaster fire as smoke filled the air. The Jedi were winning. With a roar of defiance, Drumus unleashed his Mandalorians, and the battlefield erupted into chaos. The Jedi fought valiantly to protect their own. Lightsabers clashed, blasters fired, and the Force surged in a titanic struggle for supremacy. Slowly, the sound of blaster fire died down, and the dust started to settle. All that was left standing was 2 Jedi Knights and 1 Master Jedi. Drumus lay on his back, breathing his last breaths. "You don't know what you face," he said, struggling to get out words. "He isn't like any Jedi or Sith I've ever encountered. You will die," as Drumus drew out his last breath. The Jedi surveying the battlefield. This envoy consisting of 13 Jedi Knights and 2 Jedi Master, but now they were left with only 3. One of the knights looked through the robes of the now deceased Sith Lord and found some scribbling on a piece of parchment. Looking perplexed at the writing, he raised up to stand and slowly turned to the lone remaining Master Jedi. "Master, I don't understand these words. They look like writing I have never seen before. I can only make out one word. In the Mandalorian dialect, Mortis." The Jedi Master face turned to great concern. "Did you say Mortis?"